You've heard his hits on the radio, maybe even sang some of his songs in the shower. Please welcome Grammy Award-winning artist, lead vocalist of Imagine Dragons, Dan Reynolds, to the show. Welcome, sir. Good to have you. How you doing? Make yourself at home. Finally, someone in the house who can sing. Thank goodness. You know, Dan, I'm so glad that you're here because obviously people know you as a rock musician, as a singer, but you've been suffering from something that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah, ankylosing spondylitis.
That's a mouthful.
And raise your hand if you heard of that. That's why we're talking about it. A lot of.
All right.
And I don't think we've talked about it on the show yet.
Yeah, it's known as a hidden disease, and I'll just call it AS. So, you guys
makes it easy.
Yeah, for me too. So it's a hidden disease. A lot of people don't know about it, and the basis of it is it's an autoimmune disease, but they also call it autoinflammatory. You get a lot of inflammation in the body, in your spine, and there's really. You don't understand where it comes from at first. It's not injury related.
Is it pain? Is that what you feel throughout your body?
Yeah, it's very painful. And because it's a hidden disease, it's often misdiagnosed in the beginning. So I actually saw a few doctors, and I had a doctor tell me that at first that it was sciatica, and then I had a doctor say, that it was arthritis and just all different kinds of things. And so I was diagnosed when I was 23. I'm 29. And before I was diagnosed, I remember when it was at its peak, I couldn't even move. I really had to stand perfectly still on stage and was right at a microphone the entire time, just standing still because I was in so much
painful.
It was so painful to move. And so now, obviously our show is very energetic and it's a rock show, and now I'm able to move around and do the things I want to do.
And you're telling a very compelling story of how AS can develop even at an earlier age, and I understand it runs in your family.
Yes, 3 of us have been diagnosed with ankylosing spondylitis.
And your brother Mac, who I know is here in the audience?
Yes, my brother Mac, who's also my manager.
Hello, Mac.
Welcome, Mac.
How are you?
And so you've kind of gone through this together, I suspect.
Yeah. For me, it was like 6 years before I got diagnosed, and so I knew kind of what it was like to have a lot of kind of phantom pain and not really know how to explain it to people. So yeah, it was good to be able to relate that way.
Well, so important to identify what it is, make the diagnosis. You said it's an inflammatory condition, but if kept untreated, it can lead to your spine actually freezing up, becoming fibrotic. So that being said, so important that you identified what you have. You're in the hands of a rheumatologist, and hopefully things are going to be kept at bay.